If I could share three things with my younger self who just started lifting, this is what I would tell him. So first thing, prioritize technique. For the first few months of training, I didn't really think about technique. Even when I was doing push-ups, I would get criticized by my family members when they saw me training. They would tell me, "Oh yeah, your hips are too low, your technique doesn't look good." And I would just find excuses. My aim was just to progress in reps, add reps, add reps, add reps, and I never even thought about how important it was to actually use good technique, to actually prioritize it. And it's only been recently that I've really taken technique into account and really tried to master technique to really make my technique even better and better and better over time. So the two cues that I always keep in mind with every exercise that I perform for every single muscle group is deep range of motion and slow eccentric. I always think that's on the lowering phase, I always go slow. And on every exercise I perform, I really just did like a deep stretch. So I'll just show you an example of me doing dips, for example. I like my this bars right here. Hope you can see me well, but most people when they perform dips, for example, they will go halfway down like this, and that's not bad. But the way I perform my dips, I really go. So yeah, you can see I always do that with every exercise I perform. Even squats, I really go ass to grass on every single rep because it's been shown scientifically that the eccentric, the stretch part, the part of where the muscles getting stretched and lengthened, is the most important part of the movement. And even right now, when I did the first rep, like the half rep, like how most people perform their dips, I didn't really feel my chest that much. But when I went for a true rep, so I went super deep. My chest and my triceps, I really felt my musculation on them. So since I've been doing this, it's been amazing. And I used to, I'm already out of breath from doing three dips. But I used to kind of be skeptical and scared because very often with different exercises like squats and dips, we're kind of skeptical because we're told that doing dips with such a deep, exaggerated range of motion is bad for your shoulders, it's bad for your joints. It actually isn't. There's no proof of that. And it actually made my joints stronger in general. I had problems with my knees. And when I did some exercises with like a deep stretch, exaggerated range of motion like sissy squats or reverse Nordic curls, even for my knee pain completely went away. Since I've been doing deep range of motion dips, I never had a shoulder problem in my whole entire life. And I actually feel better after doing a few dips like that. So I really, on every exercise that I perform, I really make sure that I really control the eccentric and I go as deep as I can go. Second thing, bro, the scriptures behind the camera, progressive overload. I wish I prioritized progressive overload even more because I went through a long period of time, months and months and months, where I hit a plateau, where I wasn't progressing. And the simple reason why, it's just so sad, simply because I wasn't trying to intentionally progress. I wasn't aiming to progress because I had this mindset that powerlifting, bodybuilding were two completely different sports, and that the concept that applied to powerlifting could never apply to bodybuilding. I thought progressive overload was one of the concepts that applied more to powerlifting, but it didn't really matter in bodybuilding. My only goal, even now, is just to build muscle, just to get more jacked. But yeah, the simple reason why I wasn't gaining muscle for months and months and months and getting any stronger is because I didn't even have the intention to do so. Because I touched myself. To build muscle, I just need to stimulate the muscle, just train, and they would just magically grow. But when I think about it, it was just so stupid and dumb. Like, let me just give you an example. I've given this example like 4 videos or something like that, but I'm going to repeat it again. Let's imagine a guy that we know at our gym. He trains there every day, and he only trains biceps, and he comes in. Or he trained bicep and other muscle groups as well. His name is Tim. You've met him before. He's blonde. He's kind of tall, but he's very skinny. So you first see him in the gym, and he's doing bicep curls with 6 kilogram dumbbells, so 12 kilograms in total bicep curls, like standing bicep curls. And you look at him and you're like, yo, nice job, bro. Keep going. And a few months later, 12 months later, let's say, You see Tim again, they're training legs, and Tim is training biceps again. And you look at the dumbbells he's holding, he's still holding those 6 kilogram dumbbells. And you think to yourself, oh, maybe he's just warming up, but no, he's actually training, it's actually a working set that he's doing. And he's still using the same weight for the same amount of reps. And then later on, after your workout, you see Tim in the changing room. And he's there flexing in front of the mirror, complaining that his biceps was still small. You would look at Tim and be like, are you stupid? You're still using the same weight. Of course your biceps aren't growing. But that's the same mistake that I made for months and months and months. I wasn't getting any stronger. My biceps, my shoulders, my chest, my legs, they weren't getting any stronger. But somehow I expected my muscles to get bigger, even though they weren't getting any stronger. Of course, strength isn't all. You can get very, very strong. You can have someone who looks very big or bigger than another person whilst being weaker than that person. But still, you need to be consistently, steadily progressing in strength for your muscles to grow in the exercise that you perform for muscle growth. And if I'd spent more time really prioritizing that, and I'd kind of realized that the fact that I wasn't getting any stronger was a sign that I also wasn't getting any bigger, it would have saved me months and months and months of progress, honestly. If I just prioritize progressive overload more and I spend more time really trying to progress, I come in every session and try and aim to do something better than I did last session. Aim to add some reps, add some weights, and actually use the double progression thing. Because even in the past, I'd heard of the concept of progressive overload, but I wasn't even using double progression. I never even tried to use it because I never really understood it, especially because I was training at home and I was very limited in the material and the dumbbells that I had. I only had like two 10 kilogram dumbbells, so I couldn't really add some weight. I was also doing a lot of bodyweight exercises, so I could only add reps. And adding reps only can help you to a certain extent. But double progression is actually very, very powerful. I remember right as I started training at the gym, I was doing dips and pull-ups like I was also doing them here at home. And I've reached a point where I wasn't progressing at all. Like I said, I was plateauing and everything. The only simple change that I made is I bought like a weighted belt, a weighting belt that you can use to add weights to pull-ups and dips. And by doing that, I just started adding some weights, like 5 kilogram, and then going up to 10, then going up to 15. Just the simple fact of adding weights, and not the fact that I should stop just trying to progress with reps only, helped me gain strength again, helped me start to progress again. So using double progression is so important, so powerful. And double progression is simply the concept of first adding reps. So first maybe having a rep range. So maybe 6 to 10. I would recommend you have like different rep ranges for different exercises, because some exercises it's better to use lower reps, and some exercises it's better to use higher reps. But let's just say the 6 to 10 rep range, that you're using the 6 to 10 rep range. And basically you start with 6 reps with a certain weight. Then you could slowly add reps every week until you reach 10 reps. And when you reach 10 reps, you basically add like 5 kilogram or 10 kilogram, so you can go back down to 6 reps. And then you progress with that same new weight that's basically just 5 kilogram more, 10 kilogram more than the weight you were using before. And you then start to progress until you reach 10 again, and then you add some weights again. It's so powerful, and I'm doing it with pretty much every exercise that I perform, even bodyweight exercises like pull-ups, even bodyweight exercises like the sissy squat. I've found a way to like add weights to sissy squat. I just basically hold like a dumbbell on my hand and hold hold like a pole or something like that with the other hand for balance. With every single exercise that I perform, I look for a way to add some weight. I look for a way to progress, to implement double progression. And you should too. I would greatly recommend you do so. The last thing, tracking calories. I always knew that it was important to gain weight to build muscle. I always kind of knew that concept. I've always heard of the concept of bulking, even long before I started actually training seriously. I see those videos of people gaining like 20 kilograms in a few months, and I just knew, okay, it's important to gain weight if I want to build muscle. But then I heard the concept of tracking calories, and I also knew of that concept, but I never even tried to do so because in my head I thought it was super complicated, super difficult thing and that I need to understand math and I need to be super good at this and I need to pay for this app. No. One day, like years, literally over a year after I started training, I just said, okay, let's try tracking my calories. And it was the easiest thing on earth. I just found a free app where I could literally track my calories. Like it's called MyFitnessPal, and I'm still using it now. Well, right now, I'm still bulking, and basically the app, it when you log in, it asks you your height, your weight, your gender, your activity level, and your goal, basically. And then it gives you the exact amount of calories that you need to eat every single day to gain weight or to lose weight, to achieve your goal, basically. And then basically what you have to do is you just need a kitchen scale. You weigh your food, every part of your food. Like maybe, let me take an example. You're eating rice with tomato sauce, let's say. First, you weigh the rice. I mean, let's say the rice is then weighs in total 600 grams. So rice, the amount, the quantity of rice that you are going to eat weighs 600 grams. You weigh it on the kitchen scale, which isn't really expensive. You can buy a kitchen scale for like 8 euros or something like that, or 10 euros on Amazon. And then basically just you go into the app, MyFitnessPal, you'll search for rice, and then you basically just put the weight, 600 grams, and then it gives you the exact amount of calories that the 600 grams of rice have. Let's say it's like 800 calories. And then when you confirm, it subtracts that from the amount of calories that you need to eat today. For example, if you needed to eat 3,800, like I need to eat today. Today I need to eat 3,860 calories. Let's say I just ate 800 calories of rice and I just put it into the app. Now they just tell me that I need to eat I still need to eat 3,000 calories because I already ate 800 calories basically. So it's actually very simple. It isn't as complicated as I thought it was. But because I never even tried to do it, I was so skeptical and scared to do it, even though it was so simple. And if I just tracked my calories, it would have made the process of bulking a lot easier for me because I went through periods of time where I was trying to bulk, but I wasn't gaining weight. I was trying to eat more, but I wasn't gaining weight. But if I had just tracked my calories, it would have made the process so much easier mentally and physically for me. So just track your calories. It isn't as complicated as it seems. So yeah, that was it for the video. Hope you found this valuable. And I started a free school community. If you want to build muscle, gain weight, and just join it. It's like the first link in the description. It's completely free. So hope to see you inside. And don't worry from discomfort. Chase it.